guard stuff, show you some basic ways to get to the spider guard, how to kind of control somebody from a spider guard. We're going to go over a basic sweep and a triangle finish. So let's start. We start in closed guard, and we'll do a bunch of different angles so you can see. But from closed guard, a very common concept is my partner has their hands on my hips or my belt, and they're postured up. I might try to pull them down. It's hard to get there. But since their hands are available to me, I can go right for a 4-finger cuff grip, roll my fingers in, and I'm here. The first way we're going to enter really a half spider or almost a full spider guard is I bring my feet right to my partner's hips, and I'm going to scoot back a little bit, and then I turn on my side. An important note, look how I'm all the way on my side. I bring my knee in. Sometimes if they maintain the grip, I'll use my shin, and I pop this open, set my foot. Here, everything in tight is my half spider, okay, on my side. For our first move, we're going to do a sweep. What I want to think about is getting his elbow over his knee, then I'm going to chop the knee out. So look, everything's tight. I don't have an extended leg yet. I'm extending over his knee. Now I chop the leg out, I hold and come up into mount. We'll do it a couple times. Let's come back here a little bit. We're going to start here, 4-finger grip, feet to the hips. Look, I'm tight behind his elbows. I scoot back a little bit, turn on my side, break the grip if I need to, or if I come here, sometimes I can just bring my foot in. But now I'm in half guard entry. I don't want this elbow out, so I like to turn in. A really good concept is think about having a watch. As I'm getting set up to sweep, I look at what time it is. See how he's already off balance. Now his knee is in a perfect spot to chop. I complete the sweep. Now when I come up, I like to hold this far bicep and this hand here. But I can't leave my foot on the bicep so clear, and I'll pull myself in. If I keep both hands above his head, it sets me up for a lot of attacks. So we'll do one last time. Let's do this angle. Good. So first, entry to that half spider. 4-finger grip, feet to the hip. I scoot out a little bit. An important note right here is watch his posture. Now, Christoph is here with strong shoulders. If I don't bring his posture forward at all, he stays strong. So see where we are? If I come like this, there's no change. So that little bit of scoot, when I scoot here, I get here, there's no change. But when I scoot, look, his shoulders come forward a little bit. When I turn, now I shift even more. Bring my foot in. Now he's leaning forward and rotated. Those two things are huge. It puts all the weight on the knee. If he comes back to center, yeah, like posture up, like here, there's no way I'm going to sweep him. I need to make sure I rotate him over. Now I can chop and go, okay? One last thing on that chopping of the knees. When we're here, if we look at this knee, look where his knee is right now. Don't keep it where it is. The knee is right now. When I get to this half spider and I come up, all the weight is on the front of that knee. It's very easy to sweep. But if he widens the knee, shifts it out wide, now I can't chop because I won't be able to reach it. So now I'm going to push and extend. Bring him up into mount. So let's show those two options real quick. I just want to make sure we get them in. Closed guard, cuff grips. Feet to the hips. I scoot back a little bit, turn on my side, bring my foot in. I'm in half spider here. 1 foot on the hip, 1 foot on the bicep. Don't extend. Keep some bend in the knee, my elbow on my hip. Now when I'm ready to sweep, I extend it over. I come up on my elbow looking at my watch. I can chop, or if his knee's wide, I can push. Boom. Come up and pull. And you're even in good spots to start setting up for an arm bar or some kind of finish. Let's look at the second option we have from there. Instead of coming up for the sweep, a lot of times as I'm trying to lean him over, he'll pull back down, which is going to set me up for a triangle. So I'm here, I scoot out a little bit, I turn, and I get ready for my half spider sweep. Right here, he doesn't want to go up. He doesn't want to fall over. He's going to pull that elbow down, right? If I wait here, I'm starting to lose the position. So what I want to think about is as I'm pushing to the side, he brings it down. I come back to my back, and I use this foot to lift my hips. So I was here on my side. He brings his elbow. I follow him. I keep this foot really sticky, this foot on his hip, and I lift. From now, I'm going to shoot this over, and at the same time, bring this arm across. Look. Boom. And as I lock, you can see my foot goes right to my knee. I'm still holding both hands. From here, it's a very easy setup to finish the triangle, or if I need to, I can always let go, create my angle, and finish the triangle. Let's do that a few times. I want to think about this. I'm getting to half spider first. I go for the sweep. They defend the sweep. I finish with a triangle. So I'm setting up these movements. If they defend the movements, it sets up the next movement. So I'm here. He wants to break out, but But now, look, I change his posture a little bit. I turn, I bring my foot in. I'm set up for the sweep. He comes back down. I come in, fire up my triangle. Now, if this arm is wide bend double, and I'm here, it's very hard. He's got a lot of space. So as I fire, I'm shooting that arm across. Look how tight it is on the shoulder, and I'm set up here. At the very least, I can get a high guard. But if I can get my knee behind his shoulder, in front of his shoulder, look how I'm over his shoulder here. As I lock up the figure four, my shins go the same way. Even with no hands, I get a tap, okay? Do that one more time. We'll do it from this angle here. Nice and smooth. We don't have to go rush. So we've come all the way to half spider. I push up, he brings his elbow down. Right here. It's hard to shoot for the triangle on my side. So I use my left foot and turn as I fire, okay? That motion's huge. I have both grips, and then pushing this way, his elbow comes down. Look how it turns me back, and I fire over. Once I'm here, now I wrap up. If I even want, I can even lock here, update, push this elbow across, pull him in, and there's the beginning of all my extra additional steps. But if I fire the right angle, I should be able to go into it. So we have half spider to the spider guard sweep, or half spider to this triangle. Let's look at one last way of getting to the spider guard, because sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes when I have my partner here, I'm locked in closed guard. Same thing. I want to bring my feet here, and now maybe they'll let go and start gripping the inside of my pant legs. And I'm like, oh, I'm fumbling, and now they start backing up, standing up, passing, right? I'm losing my position. So another way we can get to it, if we come back to closed guard, instead of bringing our feet to the outside, we're going to bring our knees to the inside. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my grips. I don't open my guard until I have solid grips. So that way I can keep control of my partner. But I'm going to open, step my foot down, and do almost a little scissor turn, like I'm going for a scissor sweep, okay? And I'm bringing this right knee in while maintaining grips. As my knee comes in, my foot is on his hip. Now I'm going to turn, bring my other knee in, and turn here. I want my shins in his biceps, his hands right on my hips. So go ahead and move around, Christoph. Look, my feet are on his hips. It's strong. It's not fun because my shins are in his bicep. When he calms down a little bit, I turn, and now I'm set up for my spider, okay? So just something to think about. Let's do this one more time from this angle here. Two ways to get to that spider guard from a closed guard. Feet to the hips, I scoot out a little bit, and I turn and come in. Or from here, I like to put my foot on the mat, and I'm going to drive my knee in. Look how my foot is already on his hip. So when I turn back the other way, I'm set up to bring this foot in. Now I'm here, and I can control him here. I have a lot of control in both his posture and his inability to move his hands. When I'm ready, I can pick a side. Foot comes in, and I'm here. There's my half or my full spider. And now I can play my full spider guard. So, just a thought on how to get to the spider guard from closed guard, a good sweep that you can do, as well as that triangle entry, which both of those will make it very hard for your opponent to pass, let alone deal with what you're giving them. So you're in closed guard, their goal is just to get out and pass. But you're setting them up to be off balance. They have to respond to that, gives you a lot of options. So try it out. Hope you like it.